if she does a nude spread, you know? And that's...
She's got a fucking amusement park. Like, she was a big fucking deal. That's why she didn't get naked. I'm for it. That's all I'm saying. Dolly, do it up. You 75. You beautiful girl.
It is odd, though, that Dolly Parton and Cher are two of the most... I don't know. Dolly Parton, Cher, and who died? Who was the comedian chick that died from plastic surgery? Joan Rivers. Like, these are people who've had the most augmentation done to their body on planet Earth. And Dolly, I think, might be the only one that never showed a nipple. Like, I just don't... Why... Like, who are you doing it for if you're not showing it off to the world? I'm just surprised that she hasn't done a spread up to this point. And now she's 75 and somebody's great-great-grandmother.
Hey, man, you know,
and y'all are gonna buy the goddamn the spreads.
Well, let's be clear. I'm buying it for the interview, sir.
The interview.
I'm
with
buying
her.
it for the nipples, baby.
Yeah, I just want to see nipples on basketballs. Yeah, no, I'm here for the interview. Really, I'm more about Dolly's mind than anything. That's just me.
And stay with me here for just 1 second. Do you think there's actresses out there that now that we live in the era that we live in that are going to be kind of maybe disappointed later in their life that they didn't get nude on film at some point?
Do you think there's actresses now that are going to be disappointed when?
When they get older and nobody wants them for a nude scene anymore. Do you think that Hollywood is so superficial that, you know, now that like there's a lot of actresses that, and nothing wrong with this. I'm not casting like an opinion one way or the other or judging anybody in a certain way or another. But I feel like, you know, Hollywood actresses now are empowered and they don't have to get nude for film. Back in the 80s, I think it was required that you had to show up to set for your script read. You had to be nude during your scene reads back then. But now it's like there's almost no nude scenes in movies anymore, which doesn't necessarily enhance a movie or not. But somebody like Marissa Tomei, I think less than 10 years ago, finally got nude right before she began to pass her prime. And she's still fine, but she's definitely not her prime now. And man, I was mad at her because I'm like, you were hiding that all this time?
It took so long.
It's glorious.
Could you imagine like 2 minutes of My Cousin Benny? Oh, man. That would have been box office fucking gold.
Yeah. You're not going... I mean, it's a matter of your morals at the time. And it's just... the problem with that is that you're just not going to get someone at the time to be like, all right, listen, you're going to you talk about like casting couch. You're going to really regret not taking your clothes off for this scene. Halle Berry even talked about it. The first time like she got nude at Monsters Ball, and then told her mother about it. And her mom was like, "God, finally, God, I was waiting for you to show those great tits to the entire world." And she was like, "God, really?" And
Mama was not wrong.
No, God, Mom was right, and it wasn't Monsters Ball.
It was Swordfish.
Swordfish, yes.
Oh, that's right. That terrible fucking movie.
Yeah. You know why I know the title of that movie?
Because of her boobs.
Bing. I thought it was Bing. Bing.
Oh, man. Swordfish. What was that movie even about?
I don't know. It had Hugh Jackman in it. They were riding him as hard as they could from the Wolverine success. Yeah. John Travolta.
Yeah.
And he
that was
came
hair
off
plug John Travolta, right? That was
yes.
Yeah, he hadn't fucking like Howie Mandel'd himself yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still living with the shame. The point is that Hollywood's such a superficial society, and these women go through so much heartache to get themselves in such great shape to only now cover it up with clothing. If that's the point, is to not show anything, then why not just be a great actress and rely solely on your thespian skills? Otherwise, you know what I mean? Stop working out or show the goods. And I feel like a lot of them are probably going to be disappointed that they didn't show the goods when they had the opportunity in their prime, because no matter what happens from here on out, you're still going to have the bombshells from cinema past that did get nude and will always be more ogled when people have forgotten your name because you never won the Oscar. So as shameful and superficial as it may be, In order to stand in the annals of history, you might need to get nude for film again.
I think there's a few exceptions to that.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson.
She's been naked.
Yeah, I think she got naked.
Did she? Yeah, that was. Yeah. It was all weird. It was all funky. It was all weird.
So
it was all funky.
Like the true actresses, do you think like they have? Well, that seems rude to the other actresses, but the Julie Andrews or the Helen Mirrens, like
Julie Andrews got nude.
Okay, I did not know that.
Oh, and it's glorious.
What? When was that?
Man.
Actually, I think it was in a play, but I definitely saw a screenshot.
Okay, hold on.
Young Julie Andrews, like Sound of Music Julie Andrews.
No, like 40s, 50s Julie Andrews, and it's still great.
Who's the guy that played Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec?
Offerman?
Yeah, Nick Offerman.
Okay, so he had mentioned in an interview that oftentimes if you're doing plays, especially in New York and Broadway, you're going to get nude. You're going to get that is the beat of the drum. And now I get it. You can't necessarily like have photos and things like that. But he talked about that. I mean, that guy's. I'm not comparing that guy getting nude to some of the most beautiful women in the world. And the actresses burying skin on television or television on cinema. But he even said like, yeah, I've been nude probably 4 or 5 times, full blown, pecker out in front of hundreds of people on stage. So I wonder, I mean, is there a transition between doing that and doing it on in Hollywood?
I think the difference is it lives on forever if you do it in Hollywood because it's on film and it's never going to be. No matter how much you try to erase it, it's still going to be there, just like that Arizona guy's gay porno films.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's like where I said, I think it's the audience really. You have presumably cultured people coming to the studio or to the play, you know what I mean, to the theater for the evening. So they're gonna take it as art. Once you get naked on the internet, any old Jim Bob from any old corner of this country is gonna fucking put their 2 cents in, and it is what it is.
Enough key terms and enough know-how on the old Google machine. Yep. I'll find what I need to find.
Yeah, and everything's got a comment board now, so
right.
Opinions galore.
Well, God bless her. She's gonna. I don't know if she's gonna do it.